I wonder if this is focusing on my butt. I wonder if it's focusing on anything. I don't know, that's a terrible way to start a video. Hello everyone, thanks for, whoa boy. Thanks for coming outside with me today. And, which I haven't said that in a while, but hi. Oh, my name is Nate, Average Jack Archery Pro Shop and Range here in Phillipsburg, PA. And we are definitely not outside. Oh yeah, it's solid. I don't know what's in focus. I don't know what's working. All I know is we've shot about 9 arrows downrange. We hit most in the middle. Gotta put my blinder on. Oh, my wife thinks I'm so hot when I wear this. She doesn't. It's very sad. But I can't see without it. Actually, I see too much. I see like 3 of everything. What in the fart was that? That was horrifying. That one's all right. I think we got a 10, an X. Hopefully we can get another X here. I've never shot a 330. I've never even come close. Maybe snuck that one in there. Let's go find out. Ooh, yeah, that's a 10. 10XX, and those X's aren't really convincing, but they're in there. Just a great confidence boost. To start, at least it wasn't a 9. 9s are the bane of my existence. Shooting open has been, I shot open for 3D in MBO, and I shot really well outside. Like, it was great. It was a bucket of fun. But shooting spots has been a learning curve. Went from the left side of the 10 to the right side of the 10. Move you guys back her. Yeah, I like that a little bit better, I think. One thing I'll say, this year, compared to shooting Bowhunter, is like Bowhunter, I was just so consistent. I'm not saying I was amazing, but the consistency at a high level that I was able to produce every day. Like here, shooting open, outside you have excuses, right? You gotta judge, lighting's different, bug flew in your ear. Inside, it's just you and the paper. And if you don't hit the middle, it's 99.9% of the time your fault. That one's almost inside out. Yeah, I mean, there are smarter ways to set it up. So this is an Elite Exalt LD. I'm shooting it at 70 pounds. Why? Why am I doing that? I don't know. It's been comfortable. I shot 70 pounds with my Ethos all summer, kicked butt. So 70 pounds, I'm shooting like 77-ish% let off, 80, almost to 80, 77 to 80, depends on how it drew on the scale. I'm shooting a 15-inch bar out the back with 15 ounces of weight, a 30 out front with 5. I mean, it bounces like super well. Like, I finally found a combo that works, and I'm shooting it at 31, get this. This is the Exalt LD. I'm shooting it on the second to last notch, which means I'm shooting it at 31 3/4 inches of draw length. And I have not put it on a draw border scale because I just don't care to know. But 31 3/4 inches of draw length is a lot of draw length. Oh, is it trips? Or did I catch 10 on that first one? Bugger all, it's a 10. The crap of it is that at Lancaster, cut has been basically 640 for the men. And 640 is only 10 points, right? 10 total points per 30 arrows. So if you shoot a 9, that's 2 points, because it's 11 scoring. That's a lot of points. So keeping it out of the 9 ring, or if you do put it in the 9 ring, you better be draining a whole bunch of X's, which are 11s, to make up for it. Oh, that's on the left side again, but I think I got X this time. I've been focusing on going faster this year. Just executing a quicker shot. With a Bowhunter setup, I could hold it there for forever, but here, because I'm running a 6X lens in this Viper scope, super clear Zeiss lens that I can see all of my movements. Now, I'm not running clarifier, and I know people are like, holy smokes, what do you mean he's not running a clarifier? I like the target being completely blurry. So I get a really nice blurry target, but I see all the colors distinctly. And then my pin is just this crystal clear green orb right in the middle. I'm only running a 15 thousandths fiber, which is what I run outside. So it's really tiny. And so I can see all this little micro movement, but I can see all this micro movement within the 10. That's in there. So I get movement, but like my pin, because it's a 6X, I can see my pin moving inside the 10 ring, which for me gives me some solace that I'm not using this big black dot and I can't see what's going on. That's trips. Oh no, it's not. You bugger. I'm weird. It looks like everybody and their brother shoots like the top target first and then goes and shoots the bottom right, then the bottom left, or bottom left and bottom right. I go bottom left, bottom right, then the top. Just how my brain operates. Like I can't have those shadows. Like if you're in a really nicely well-lit area, which are really well lit up here, but we don't have any darkness to cast a shadow, you can get that shadow perfectly across like the center of your bottom left and right target if you shoot the top first. And oh my gosh, in a lens, it drives me nuts. Can't stand it. Because that shadow usually does not bisect the center X. It's usually just right above it. Oh, that might be a 9. Oh no, I saved it. That's the one thing with this is like, I need to learn to let down more frequently. Like I could let down with a Bowhunter setup, no problem. And I can let down with this, no problem. But I need to let down more frequently and sooner. Yeah, that's good. And go a lot faster. So with the Bowhunter setup, I had, just because the bow weighed less, and this is only a 35-inch bow. Like I'm usually shooting a 38 size thing, a verdict, mostly a verdict. But I just love how this bow is just freaking lightning. I've noticed that and I don't punch, I'm just squeezing the whole time. But I've noticed that if I don't deliberately think to myself, here are your windows, and I'll walk and talk about it, but I have a window of 2 to 3 seconds. Like I first, like coming full draw and I'm starting to drop down, I have a window where the pin is just, boop, it just sits there. Is that trips? Oh no, of course not, I missed the first one. It just freaking sits there. And if I want, I can just start squeezing right then and there. And if I start squeezing right then and there, bow goes off, it's an inside out. Then I notice after that 2 to 3 second window, if even 3, it's probably between 1.5 and 2.5. Then it goes, whoo, starts to dance. And I had to learn very quickly not to panic, because then I've discovered about 2 seconds, so you're 2 seconds of sitting still and about 2 to 3 seconds of dancing. And then there's a second window that's about 1 second to 1.5 seconds where it goes and just boom, it's right there again. So I know I get 2 windows. Now, I prefer to hit the first window. Who wouldn't prefer to hit the first window? You get to shoot sooner, you're less tired by the end of 3 arrows, yada, yada, yada. Let's see if I can drain this first target. This first target's giving me fits. I've missed 4 out of the 5 first shots. That's 10s. So there it was. That first 2 seconds was money, and then it floated. And I kind of get with an open set, I'm kind of getting a lot of J, I don't know, they're kind of circular to an extent, but they're kind of a J hooking. And they'll do that like once or twice, and then it goes just whoop, and then it's right back in the center, and then I'm able to squeeze through that. And that's what I did there. So the first window passed, second window came, hit the second window, and I'm pretty sure it's an X on the right half. See, I tried. It was sitting still, right initially, just perfectly still. And so that's like, okay, I'll go after the first window, but I made the decision too late, and it started to drop. And I think it's just out the bottom of the X10. that was perfect. That was like the epitome of awesome. Came down on it, rock solid, started squeezing, boom's off, it's inside out. So I get 2 windows. Oh, did I miss the X on that second one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. It's close. Yeah, I'm out. And part of this is because I'm talking through the entire thing, which, you know, always breaks your concentration. There's 2 people who shoot indoor. People who, when I say people who shoot indoor, that like freaking crush it at indoor. And those people either just completely are brain dead human beings. Like somehow they have the ability to just shut the entire everything of all of it off. And they have no personality, but dang, are they good at indoor archery. And then there's people who just know how to get in a zone. And when I say get in a zone, it's like the eye of the tiger is playing every single shot, and they're just, So like the first person, I think of like Mike Schlosser. Not saying Mike Schlosser's not a brain dead individual, but his heartbeat's like 5 when he's shooting indoor, okay? That's just who he is. He just, no expression, no nothing. And then there's guys like Jacob Marlowe, who are the opposite. They just get in a groove of just, and they're just freaking Superman. And I am neither one of those people. I'm just a dude shooting a bow. I'm digging that right side of that target. I have a pretty dark hole over there. And it is real. Like in Bowhunter, like getting sucked into a hole. In Bowhunter, because I couldn't see it because I don't have a lens in it, it wasn't nearly as big as a problem as it is with an open setup. That was nice. That was the second window there. The first window was like half a second. Like I was rock solid and then it was like, wah. It was just not gonna happen. I was like, all right, here it comes around again. As soon as it came around again, it stopped, started squeezing, drained it. Interesting. I was waiting for that one. Those are the shots that get me. That's where I shoot 9s. But that's an X. That one was, I was still, and then the shot, you know, broke down into that first shaky window. But it shook from like, it went from like the top of the 11 to the bottom of the 11. That was it. That was all the movement I was getting. And I was sitting there, I'm like, all right, well, I better start squeezing. I mean, if it's there, right? But that's one of those ones where you start squeezing, all of a sudden it goes whoop and dip bangs, right? And that's when you shoot a 9. And you're like, what on earth? Because you think you can capitalize on a window. But I thought I'd capitalize on a window. Ah, dadgummit. It's another 10. I mean, I can't complain. I'm not shooting 9s, but I've dropped a 10 every end now. And I am 6 ends in. So the highest I can shoot right now is a 324. Which you're like, man, I haven't shot any 9s, you know? If this was Vegas scoring, I'd be doing great. But a 324, if you were to double that score, is only a 648. That's if I shoot a perfect round here from here on out. 648 is still like 15th in cut. So it's not like you're like top. I mean, I understand that not everybody's first seed wins every single time, but it doesn't hurt to be top dog. That one should be in the middle. That one might be an X at like 5 o'clock. That was good. That top target and I are getting along very well. We've got a good hole board in it now. That bottom right though, oh, it might not be. I know you're not supposed to touch the paper, but yeah, that's out. Dang nabbit, man. The next 3 ends, but it's probably not gonna happen. And everybody, you know, you hear that and you're like, well, it's never gonna happen if that's your attitude. Understanding my limitations, I think, is probably one of the best things I've ever done in my archery life. Because for me, there's a huge difference between setting a massive standard for yourself and knowing when what you just did was really good, right? Because I'll eat myself alive with negative criticism. That's a low 10. Say again. I was trying to get back at that target. Instead of trying to get back at that target for missing it the first time, just freaking shoot it. I think I got it still. It's the right side of it, but I think I got it. That top one. Yeah, we got the top one. Not by much, we got it. And we missed the bottom. X10X. I swear to goodness almighty, if I shoot a 320, 300 with only 20 X's because I drop a 10 every single freaking in, that's gonna be annoying. It's the bugger with Lancaster scoring versus Vegas scoring, because Vegas scoring, I'm doing great. I think it's a low X. Bottom third. It's like I'm trying to shoot a deer. That one's all right. I think it's on the right side, but it's all right. Felt really good. Like that was a good breaking shot. My pin definitely broke on the right side of it, but it was a good feeling shot. That one's inside out. See if we get trips. Because if we don't, it wouldn't be the first time. And we don't. Boom, baby, keeping the streak alive. So I've not dropped a single 10 in the top target, which is super annoying. Let's see if we can get a 321. Be able to say 1 point buffer. Oh boy. That one should be good. I think I got that one too. Definitely hit the second window for both those shots. All right, 300 on the line. Can he do it? Yeah, and I think I blew my trip X on that last shot there. This is why I don't win tournaments. Change mine, let's take you down there too. Whee! 6% battery, kids. Yep, we blew it on the last one. Oh, we would. It was mostly down here. This buggered me a couple of times. I think there was like 3 down here. Definitely this one, barely, that was almost a 9. That one, this target was doing great until I talked myself out of it, but shot a 320X, dropped a 10 on every single end. Like it's the most disappointing 300 of my entire life. Like I couldn't break the ice for all the tea in China the past few days, and then finally I do something and it's a huge bummer. Well, so that's all for this video. Battery's running low. I've been shooting for a bit. Got one more 300 hopefully before I open the shop to shoot. I hope you learned something from this or just enjoyed coming along and shooting with me in the range. If you are in need of a local home shop, come on down. Average Jack Archery, 21 North Front Street in Phillipsburg, PA. That was like a little removing of my blinder there, so I look like it's cheesy. But anyway, if you need to come down, Phillipsburg, PA here in the central Pennsylvania area, 21 North Front Street, you're always welcome to come check us out. You can always reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube here. You can drop a comment, and you can always contact us through our website at averagejackarchery.com. Hope you're able to get outside, enjoy the sport of archery, or inside, even better yet, because it's cold where I live anyway, and you're able to enjoy archery, target, and bow hunting, and we'll get to see you next time.